So today I'm filming a very different video. This is going to be a serious video for me, even though I'm usually a very smiley and happy person. I'm going to be talking about veganism, and some of you may be wondering why am I sad? I'm not sad. I love being vegan, but it upsets me that some people have no understanding for it, so I wanted to talk about it a little bit today. So I guess I'm going to start with the reasons why I'm vegan. So I used to literally not care about anything. I would eat bacon, cheese, I would just be like, whatever, animals, I don't give a shit. And then I started taking a class in high school about the effects of animal agriculture on the environment, and I started realising this is not right, and I started thinking about what, for example, eating fish means for the environment. And I think back then I was at boarding school. I couldn't think much about what I was eating, and then even when I was done with it, I would just went home and I was just eating whatever I wanted. I was just living life to the fullest, or what I thought was to the fullest. And then I moved to England and I lived on my own. I think I had time to organise my thoughts, and I realised that I as an individual cannot no longer contribute to this animal genocide. And to me, it is unbelievable that it is still considered normal. So I started doing my research on what are the effects of animal agriculture on the environment and on my own body. And I realised that there is no point in eating meat. So I started with that. I went vegetarian. At that point in my life, I could not imagine being vegan. To me, I was all about the cheese pizza, all about all that. I could not imagine living without it. I went vegetarian, and I was vegetarian for about a year and a half. And now, sometimes when things happen in your life, it makes you reevaluate your life. And I got out of a not very good relationship, and I decided I would go vegan. I was just I need to make a change in my life. I have to become a better person than I was yesterday. And so I started transitioning. I started including more fruits and vegetables in my diet. Because before then, I was what I like to call a yellow diet, which is everything deep fried, which you can easily do as a vegetarian. Well, it wasn't then. I ate pretty healthy compared to an average English person, but I would oftentimes have chips, pizza, whatever. So then I started transitioning to veganism. Every now and then I would have eggs, but I made sure that they were from a local shop. And well, I've always hated milk, so I don't really care. And then I just decided I have to make next step and just become fully vegan. So that actually, it's probably been exactly a year this month, and I can't imagine going back. So that is why I became vegan. It was purely education, and I have to be honest now, I don't believe that there are people who are ignorant to the issues that are happening right now. I believe that there are only uneducated people. Honestly, if you educate yourself on everything that is happening in the world with the animal agriculture and overfishing and everything, and you still want to eat meat and animal products, then to me you're a psychopath. Yes, I said it. I believe that people think it's okay to eat meat and milk, and I don't think they're bad people. I think they're uneducated. But if you are fully educated and you still make the conscious decision to harm the environment, harm the planet, harm animals, and harm yourself, then you're a psychopath. Honestly, you're an idiot. If you're uneducated, okay, that's fine. For me, that is not an option, just being ignorant. But if you are, then you have no excuse. Now, many people tell me that vegans think they're better than others, and I don't think that's the thing. When I comment on posts and I share my points of views as a vegan, people are oh, you think you're better than us because you don't eat meat. Well, truly, I do think I'm better than you. But I'm not commenting on the post to show that I'm better than anyone. I'm commenting because I'm trying to spread the awareness of these issues. And people just get very like defensive because you're attacking their style, like their lifestyle. Like, oh, like I love my steak, so you better not attack me, okay? So they will start, the moment you start questioning what they're doing and suggesting that they make a change, they start attacking you. And now they come up with all these like weird arguments like, oh, you need your protein. Like, girl, red meat is the worst, most unhealthy source of protein. Eat freaking broccoli, lentils, chia seeds, and you get it without the cholesterol, without the freaking fat, without harming animals. Sorry, like, I'm sorry if this video is all over the place. Like, when I was writing my notes, before this video, I just couldn't help it and I started crying because I was reading through all the facts from Cowspiracy, and it just makes me so upset that we're heading towards this terrible version of our planet, and it's only because people aren't willing to make a small change in their life. Like, I think now I'm just gonna read out some of the facts. I'm gonna put a link down below where you can find all the facts about the animal agriculture. These are the facts taken from the film Cowspiracy, which I believe is on Netflix, so you can watch that. Animal agriculture is responsible for 18% of greenhouse gas emissions, more than the combined exhaust from all transportation. And now keep in mind that part of transportation is also transportation of the meat and dairy products. Agriculture is responsible for 80 to 90% of US water consumption. Think about the drought in California right now. People are like, oh, turn your taps off. Like, girl, you can be turning the taps off like 24/7. You don't have to shower for 3 months and it will still be not enough. The answer is to stop eating animal products. And I'm sorry to tell you that. I know that means people have to make a change in their life, but isn't it better to give up stupid meat when you can have a good future for you and your kids? Like, this is the only planet we have. Okay, 2,500 gallons of water are needed to produce 1 pound of beef. 1,000 gallons of water are required to produce 1 gallon of milk. Every minute, 7 million pounds of excrement are produced by animals raised for food in the US. We could see fishless oceans by 2048. I don't even know if I can finish this video. I'm such an emotional mess right now because oftentimes I like to not watch the videos about the chicks being grinded up live and the things that happen to animals because it hurts me so much. And I find it absurd that there are people out there that just don't care. And I'm not trying to make this emotional, to make it like more powerful or anything. Like, I don't think I have that much power, but if there's 100 of us, if there's thousands of us, if there's like 10,000, 100,000 of people that do change their lifestyle, even if it's just going vegetarian, even if it's just taking out processed foods out of me, like milk from Tesco and eggs from Tesco. Because honestly, people, if you're like, oh, well, I buy free range eggs, that just means they're in a little bit bigger cages. Same things happen to them. Like, I don't think people realize how easy it is to be vegan. That's one of the worst stigmas, that people think that being vegan is really hard. Like, it's not. Like, look at me, I'm a fat ass and I'm vegan. It's easy. I could easily give up any of the meat. For me, being vegan is a journey. I'm not perfect. Sometimes there are products that I had no idea were not vegan, and I do my research, I try to find out, I try to educate myself, I talk to people that know about the products, and I always try to make sure that I avoid them, but I don't always know. Obviously, like, I do know that, like, margarita is not vegan, but there are kinds of beers, there are kinds of creams that aren't vegan, and I did not know, and then people tell me, and I'm like, okay, I know I can avoid them now. That has a lot to do with cruelty-free makeup, which is something I'm going to quickly touch upon now. So, as I already stated, to me being vegan is a journey. I always try to improve every day, but I'm not perfect. And even though to me, like, food is just food. Like, I can easily give up food, but makeup, I don't have a problem with that. And even though there are plenty of cruelty-free brands, plenty, they're all being bought out by Estee Lauder and L'Oreal groups. And what then happens is that if you purchase their products, they go towards more animal testing. So I struggle buying makeup. I'm on a budget. I have a very big makeup hoarding problem. And if somebody calls me out on my shit and tells me that I'm being a fucking hypocrite, like being vegan but then buying a foundation from L'Oreal, that's fine. Call me out on my shit. I'm not perfect. And if I do already have a foundation that's not cruelty free, I'm not going to throw it away. I'm just going to carry on using it. I'm not going to promote it, but I'm not just going to waste a product. And I don't think anyone is perfect. And if you can make one change in your life, if you can drop red meat, if you can drop all the meat, amazing. If you can drop anything that is harmful to the environment, then you're an amazing person. And it's a journey. And I can assure you that if you educate yourself, you will want to make this change. And it's not easy at the beginning. It's not easy. But I was alright with veganism like 3 months in. And just make sure that you keep educating yourself and reminding yourself why you're doing this. I'm also going to link a video down below by Jenny Mustard, who's an amazing YouTuber. I love her. And she's collaborated with a doctor who's talking about the effects of veganism. And so you can go ahead and watch that, because many people are like, oh my god, but it's so bad for you. Like, you don't get your protein, you need eggs. And like, what about B12? So like, go watch that if you want to ramble about that. I think that's all from me today. I have to go touch up my makeup because I got like way too emotional about this. And I always do. And the reason why vegans always tell you they're vegans is because they're proud of it. And because we're trying to spread awareness. And it's not because we think we're better than anyone. It's not because we want to like look cool or anything. Like, people are like, oh my god, you ate a piece of bacon in 2013. You're such a hypocrite. Well, okay. I'm not like saying I'm vegan because it's a cool label. It's not like it makes it easier to like hit on guys or something. It makes it easier for me to explain my stand on animal rights. And if I go to a restaurant, that they better not put cheese on my fries. So I'll be filming a grocery haul tomorrow. I'm getting my monthly shop delivered so I can show you like what I buy as a vegan that's really not that expensive, and I can show you like what recipes I'm gonna create with the food that I'm getting delivered, and then can like possibly film some recipe videos later on. Like, let me know if you're interested, like even if anyone gives a shit. Feel free to leave me like any hate comments, or, like whatever you feel like you need to say. Like, if you think I haven't heard it, then yeah, let me know. And thank you for watching. Bye.